What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are bringing an incredibly strong team for the Flying Cup. This team just steamrolls through this meta. Now, do understand the Flying Cup, it gets very stale very quickly. It's a very small, very dense meta, but if you want quick battles and just get some nice easy Stardust, this is the way to go. Shadow Zapdos, Aerodactyl, and Mandibuzz. Let's get right into it. Alright, getting into game one here, we'll have to see how we do with this team. We have Zapdos on the lead versus Aerodactyl. Shadow, Aerodactyl at that. This is a terrible lead for us, so we're going to go straight away into the Mandibuzz, hoping they swap out. But if they decide to stay in, we might just be able to get ourselves shield advantage. So we're going to go ahead and throw this foul play right here. I'm really hoping I can get a shield, but they decided no shield right there. Maybe I could have gone for the Shadow Ball. Here comes the Rock Slide, and in order for this team to do really well, it needs shield, so we're going to go ahead and let Mandibuzz go down. It's unfortunate, but at least Aerodactyl into Aerodactyl, we're looking pretty good. Now, I decide to bring in the Mirror Fight right here, as two Rock Throws will take it out, and we do see a Drifblim come in. This is huge for us, as Rock Throw does so much super effective damage, and we can easily shield right here to stop the Icy Wind. Aerodactyl is one of the strongest Pokemon in this meta, and for good reason. We're just going to go ahead and farm down right here. Nice and easy, and the final Pokemon is going to be Emolga, I believe. So we're just going to go ahead and throw the Rock Slide right here, and then swap right away into our Zapdos to get into this Mirror Fight. Hopefully I can get to the Thunderbolt in time, and I do. This should be forcing the final shield from my opponent. And because I have so much energy on my Aerodactyl, which we do get the shield, and we did CMP tie here as well, I'm going to go ahead and let Zapdos go down. I want to come in with Aerodactyl and get off that Rock Slide, but unfortunately the Discharge did not take me out, and they will farm me down. Now, I am very close to a Rock Slide, which is why I kept the shield here. So this is going to be a race between Thundershock there on the Emolga and Rock Throw here on my Aerodactyl, so hopefully one more, and we do get it. I believe that is CMP tie as well. So good game, very well played to my opponent. Tough one to come back from, but Aerodactyl, an absolute monster, and Zapdos as well, pretty solid. Alright, moving into game two. We have Zapdos on the lead versus Skarmory. A very positive lead for us this time around. So we'll have to see what they decide to do. And this is a Steel Wing Skarmory as well, which means it doesn't gain energy very quickly. So we're going to go ahead and overcharge and throw a Thunderbolt right away. If this lands, this does super effective damage. First boom of the video. Boom! One shots the Skarmory. Maybe they thought it was the shield bait, but we do see Aerodactyl come in. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Drill Peck here, hoping to force a shield, but it should do a decent amount of resisted damage. We do get the shield, so we're going to go ahead and go into that Mandibuzz once again and just try to get to this foul play as quickly as possible. Now, Rock Slide coming through. We're going to go ahead and shield right here, as Mandibuzz has a decent amount of energy, and we are ahead on energy compared to Aerodactyl. So we're just going to go ahead and go for these foul plays. If we can get shields right here, things are looking pretty good for Zapdos or Aerodactyl to sweep the end game. But here comes a foul play. It does get the shield, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball now. Does a bit more damage as it is neutral right here, so hopefully it's enough to take it out. No, barely not enough. They will be swapping out now into a Emolga. So we're going to try to get to the Shadow Ball here, and we do. This is crucial when it comes to this matchup, as it does so much neutral damage to Emolga, about 50% HP. We're going to go ahead and swap right away into our own Aerodactyl as well, because we can safely shield right here and farm down. And remember, the opponent Aerodactyl is extremely low. One fast move should be enough to close it out, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played to my opponent. Alright, moving to the next one. We got Zapdos versus Tropius. So Tropius, we really want to keep it away from our Aerodactyl, but again, Zapdos right here, this is very nice. I need to be careful about a potential sack swap, and there it was. They tried to catch the Drill Peck on their Skarmory. So I'm going to go ahead and overload dramatically on energy, basically near 100 energy, and go for the Thunderbolt. Boom! One shots the Skarmory, and we will probably see Tropius come back in. If they do, this is a tell that I need to save my own Skarmory for the end game. So I'm going to go ahead, or my own Zapdos, I should say, for the end game, because they really don't have an answer for it. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the Drill Peck right here. They decided not to shield, so we land it. We're going to go ahead and go into Mandibuzz now and just get ahead on energy. Because of our typing, we're going to be resisting the Leaf Blade. If they throw the Aerial Ace, that's fine. It doesn't do much damage either, but Leaf Blade doesn't do much. We're just going to completely try to farm down right here, as they are trying their best, but Tropius really has nowhere to go. as it wasn't properly aligned to my Aerodactyl. So Leaf Blade not going to do too much to Mandibuzz, and the final Pokemon they do have in the back is their own Mandibuzz. Now, this is what's unfortunate about running Shadow Ball and Foul Play, is the Mirror Fight is a lot worse because we don't have that neutral damage, but that's okay. The Shadow Ball really helps out in a lot of neutral matchups, does well against like Togekiss, as you saw there against the Emolga. It comes in clutch, so what we need to do here is save our shields for our own Aerodactyl, let their Mandibuzz kind of throw some energy, and then we'll come in and start ripping with the Rock Throw. So they do decide to throw the first charge move, which is fine by me. We're going to go ahead and let this go, and then we will swap in right away into Aerodactyl and just do fast move damage. That's what's great about Rock Throw here in the end game. There's nothing that can really stop or fully resist because it is the Flying Cup, so these Rock Throws are going to tear through. Remember, Tropius is very low and already used the charge move, so as long as we double shield this Mandibuzz right here, we're looking pretty good to close this game out. They do decide to swap into Tropius, but it goes down right away, and Mandibuzz goes down as well. So good game, very well played. Alright, moving to the next one. We have Zapdos versus Lugia on the lead. Very interesting lead right here. Dragon Tail is going to hurt. So we're just going to try to build up as much energy as we can and go for the Thunderbolt now before we get too low to Dragon Tails. I need to save Zapdos alive, or keep Zapdos alive, I should say. We do get a shield, so we're going to go ahead and try to catch the charge move on Mandibuzz. Now, I really don't want to get hit with an Aeroblast or a Hydro Pump, or yeah, we're going to go ahead and shield, and it was the Hydro Pump, which is fine, and we will see yet another mirror fight. This is unfortunate. Some of these fights, Mandibuzz did well, like we saw against Emolga with the Shadow Ball, and other times I'm facing the mirror and it's just not as good, but honestly, I think the Shadow Ball helps out a bit more than Aerial Ace would. So we're going to go ahead, throw these foul plays, do as much damage as we can, and hopefully our win con here is going to be with Aerodactyl and the one shield to kind of close this game out. We don't know what their final Pokemon is going to be, but ultimately we have the answers for it in terms of Zapdos' Thunderbolt, right, for super effective damage pretty much against everything or near everything, and Aerodactyl's Rock Throw. So we're just going to try to do as much damage as we can. Now I'm noticing Switch Clock is back up, so what I actually want to do here is save the energy on Mandibuzz. I'm going to go ahead and do one more Snarl, I believe. No, I decided to swap out right away into Zapdos and go straight for the Dropek. I know this is probably going to be no shielded, but honestly, this neutral damage is going to be so needed. They decide to swap out into Altaria as well. So saving Mandibuzz, Lugia, right, is not somewhat low, about 50%, maybe a little bit more than 50%, but as long as I come in with Aerodactyl right here and just shield the Sky Attack, I think we should be okay. I'm going to be forcing a shield from my opponent with the Rock Slide as well, and this fast move damage is really adding up. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the Rock Slide. We'll have to see what they decide to do, but remember, I saved a lot of energy on my own Mandibuzz, and their Mandibuzz is low because of Drill Peck. So this is going to come in clutch. Lugia is going to come in right here. We're going to swap and throw the Foul Play right away against the Lugia. This puts them in a very tough position. They only have one shield left, so they will be stopping this Foul Play, but because we had so much energy, we can get to the second one in time. Now remember, our Aerodactyl is still alive, their Mandibuzz is low in the red. So Lugia goes down, Mandibuzz comes back in, and now it's just going to be a matter of if we can get their Mandibuzz so low that one fast move could take it out. We'll have to see. Here comes the Aerial Ace, and this is now going to be a race between energy. I'm going to go ahead and throw Foul Play right here. I think Shadow Ball might have been enough damage. Both of these are resisted, but honestly, it's so close. Shadow Ball actually might have done it, but I will be able to get to one more Foul Play in time as they cannot farm me down. So that is going to be a good battle, very well played. So we really had to manage our energy well there, use our shields well to do the most damage that we could, especially with that Aerodactyl fast move. All right, good game. Moving into the next one. We have Zapdos on the lead versus Aerodactyl. Again, terrible matchup. Got to swap out right away. I don't mind it later on when I have a lot of energy. So we're going to swap into Mandibuzz. They're deciding to stay into this one, but they decide to swap right away to try to catch the charge move. Thankfully, it's not another Mandibuzz mirror. This time, it's Skarmory. So as you can see there, Foul Play did about 20% maybe. So we're going to go ahead and go for Shadow Ball now. They're likely going to no-shield this as they understand that Foul Play will not take them out, so they're going to no-shield. But Shadow Ball does just that extra amount of damage that we really need. Now here comes the charge move from Skarmory. I'm going to go ahead and let this go as I can survive the Sky Attack if they throw it, which they did, which means I'm going to be able to get to this charge move right here, which is going to be Foul Play. I was hoping I could get to 2 to try to force 2 shields from my opponent. But honestly, this Foul Play should be getting a shield, and now we are in a very good position for Zapdos to come in and farm down with Thundershock. That's what's great about the losing the mid game, soft losing and getting shield advantage, is you can come in, shield the Zapdos right here and load up on energy. Even an Aerodactyl does not want to see a charge move here from Shadow Zapdos. We'll have to see what decides to come in. It's going to be the Gligar this time, which is very interesting as we are going to be able to get this Drill Peck off for a ton of neutral damage. It's a Shadow Gligar at that, and we should be able to get to another one in time. If they let this go and save a shield for Aerodactyl, I'm going straight into the mirror. And that's exactly what they did. Gligar goes down. We're going to swap into the mirror, and it is going to be a good game as it's fast move on fast move, and they decided to surrender. So good battle, very well played. All right, moving into the next one, we have Zapdos on the lead versus Shadow Aerodactyl again. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into Mandibuzz, stick to our guns, and we do see Emolga come in. Now, Emolga is very bulky, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Ball first. They're likely going to no-shield the first charge move, which means we're going to be able to sneakily land it, and we do. That does so much damage. And what's cool about Mandibuzz is it can survive this charge move. So we'll have to see what they decide to throw. It is going to be the Thunderbolt. So we do survive that. We're going to be able to get this Foul Play off right here to force a shield from our opponent. They really don't want to guess on what's in the back, because if there's a Skarmory in the back, the Aerodactyl will not like that. But we do get ourselves shield advantage, which means I'm going to come in with Zapdos right here and fully farm down. If I have to give up 2 shields, so be it. I will get those shields back with the Shadow Zapdos. You can bet your buttons on that. So we're going to go ahead and shield the charge move right here. It is going to be the Discharge, and we are just going to fully farm down with Thundershock. Now, unfortunately, they did get to 1 more charge move, but like I said, I'm shielding and I'm fully farming down because I can get shields on the back end. So let's just see what they decide to come in with. They're going to come in with the Aerodactyl here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the Drill Peck. Like we saw earlier, even though this is resisted, it has to be respected. So we do get a shield, and we're going to try to get to 1 more in time, but I decide to I tried to see if I can get to the Thunderbolt, but I decide to bail and go for the Drill Peck. Now swapping into my Aerodactyl to do as much fast move damage as I can, and we take out the Aerodactyl, and the final Pokemon is going to be a Drifblim. So now it's going to be a race to the charge move, and we get to it in time, winning the charge move priority right there. Rock Slide going to be coming through. Boom! Takes out the Drifblim, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. We got, I believe that was it. Yeah, that was the final battle. This team, very fast, a lot of damage. We did incredibly well with it today, just absolutely tearing through teams. Mandibuzz is crucial to be on that safe swap to soak as much damage as you can, and the goal is really to get yourself shield advantage for either Zapdos sweep or Aerodactyl sweep. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.